Alright, I Hobbit here. I'm gonna do a tutorial guide thing about being an admin, what it's really like, your controls and that sort of thing. Uh, Particularly for prospective admins and trials to understand. So one of the first things is your tab menu. If you notice, it's a little bit different because you can click on their name. And it has go to, slay, remove, serious, blacklist, which is supposed to be a permaban, but I don't think it works. There's blacklist. Blacklist is in hours, and the regular kick-in ban is in minutes, which is a big thing to note because you don't want to say, oh, I'm just going to ban them for an hour, so you think it's 60 minutes and you ban them for 60 hours. And then so other thing here is it gives their OC name, and it gives their in-game name, and it gives what job they have. So that's pretty helpful, and everything else on the tab menu is pretty much the same. Next you have the tab F1 menu, so you press tab and hold tab and press F1 at the time. This is really where everything's organized and helpful and whatnot. So you can organize it by alphabetically their Steam name or their roleplay name. Sometimes the Steam names are kind of weird how the alphabet works, like, oh, let's have Ray here and then Rocky there. Okay, that makes no sense. Anyways, so it gives you their roleplay name, and then you can look at their job. This is how you check if someone has gotten their VIP. You can check their VIP level here. And then you can check kills, CDMs, and prop kills. And then over here is all the commands. So you can click on somebody's name, and whatever you click on here, it'll issue to that player. Issue strike. Actually, I've never used that, so I don't know what that does. But warn player, it'll send a little message like an admin thinks you're doing something wrong, stop it. Kick player. You're actually not supposed to kick from the tab F1 menu or ban because it's kind of messed up. You want to ban and kick from the tab F1 or regular tab menu. Alright, so let me sit myself down here. So one of the main features that I use to admin is spectate. So you click on spectate, and then you can spectate anyone in the map. And once you're spectating on someone, if you use right click or left click with your mouse, you can change to another player. Right? And so this is a good way to see what everyone is doing in the map. Oh, I was like, why's this? I was like, why is the limo so big? Okay. And then so you can basically see what everyone's doing, and then to get out of spectate, you press spacebar. And then let's go back to the tab F1 menu, and then we see, we see go to player, so it'll just teleport you right to the player. Oh look, there he is. And then let's go back. And then so there's rename player, which will obviously rename the player. Blacklist, again, I haven't used it on the tab F1 menu. I would not suggest using it. Just do the tab menu. Freeze and unfreeze player. If you click freeze on a player, the player will be frozen, and you can just move them around, and they can just like float in midair. Not often used, but sometimes I like to punish people, and I'll just if they've been naughty or something, been breaking the rules, and I don't think it quite deserves a kick, I'll freeze them, and then I'll put them in like a timeout type of thing. And then respawn player respawns them. Demote player, I don't think works right now. Kill player, I think that works. You just kills them. Revive the player, just revive them. Refresh player list, it's pretty self-explanatory. Alright, now we're going to go to the God Stick. Alright, so on the God Stick you right click, and then you have your options. Invisible makes you invisible, God Mode makes you invulnerable. Retrieve item owner, this is pretty cool how this works. Like I can go up on this person and be like, oh, okay, it's demonic. It'll retrieve the Steam name, and if it's an item, it retrieves both the Steam name and the item name. Let me find a prop real quick. Here we go. Oops. See, it says Zach Hart the Widget, so it's owned by in-game name Zach Hart, and the Widget is his Steam name. So that's helpful for finding if someone's prop walking, etc. Let's go. Warren player does the same thing. That's what I said with the Warren in the tab F1 menu. Kick player, I want to kick from the God stick. Kill player, kills the player respawn. Slap the player. If you slap the player or slap a car, it'll send it like flying. Slapping the player just kind of moves them a little bit. If you slap a car, it'll go flying. That's really dangerous and don't really use it for moving cars. What you move for using cars is the telekinesis Stupid and Smart. And how you do that is you click on it, and then you'll click on the front of a car, and then you'll aim in front of it or behind it or something like that in terms of which direction you want it to go. Delete tornadoes, I guess that's pretty self-explanatory. Freeze. I'm not sure if the freeze on the God stick works, but you most part won't use it anyways. Explode, if you ever seen someone car blow up by an admin, that's what we're using. Remover removes the car, removes a prop item. If you click remover on a person, it kills them. Fix car fixes their car. Now this won't work for if someone has popped tires. You have to go to the ass mod and spawn yourself an item that way. And then there's disable car. I don't think anyone uses that. They just use exploding because that's more fun. Extinguish local, extinguish a fire or nearby, extinguish all, extinguishes every fire on the map. Ignite, set something on fire. It's really fun to set a person on fire because they burn and can't do anything about it. Revive player, revives them. Unlock door. This works for cars and doors. This is how you fix doors. So like if I click unlock on it, it's gonna open. Now if I go back to lock, it's gonna close. Right. That's how we get the elevators and stuff unstuck. If the doors are jammed, you click unlock on them and stuff like that. Let me see. I think that covers that. And then now this you'll very rarely use. You bind something in your ass mod, and let's see. So set access, that can't really do anything with that unless you're super or the owner, I believe. Kick ban. I don't know anyone who uses this. What it's really main for is give. Like let's say someone broke their legs or someone unfairly, so I can go down, I can give Hobbit weapon, and I can find health kit, or I can find the wrench that's needed to fix cars that have been have their tires top. Spawn weapon, I can spawn weapons, give item. This is how admins get all their Minji weapons for terrorist events, which I just call mass RDM events. But that, for the most part, is the basics of all the controls on all the controls that admins have. All right, cool.